behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Paul Mash TV. Paul Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's another edition of Paul Mash TV now, and we thank you for joining us. Got another great interview coming up for you in just a moment. But before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell. And anytime a new episode comes your way, you'll be notified. You can check that out. And as always, if you like, you can leave a comment on the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. And go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Paul Mash TV. And you can follow us there, send us an inbox, comment on the things you see. And if you'd like to send us an email, it's paulmashtv, all one word, @gmail.com. And you can send us a fan letter if you'd like, because we welcome fan mail. But also if you're a band or a solo artist that want to be on the show, you can use that. And all this will be recapped for you at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. From Vernon, British Columbia, we have Kris with us today, a very talented artist. I think you're really going to like him, and the interview starts right now. Okay, here we are with the interview, and with us from Vernon, British Columbia, we have Kris with us today. Thank you very much for coming on the show, Kris.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Well, let's start by the obvious question, because as you know, everybody gets their start in music in a different way. Tell us how you decided you wanted to become an artist.
Well, I started out in the music industry as a little bit more of a manager and executive producer. My wife was doing her music career at the time, and this was in the late 2000s or so. And she decided she wanted to record an album, but she needed some help with it on the business end of things. So that's how I got involved. I started reviewing contracts that she was receiving, and started looking into how it was that when one would make an album. And we looked up worked with a local producer on the Sunshine Coast at the time. So I really learned everything from the back end of it while supporting her as a performer, as an artist, as a recording artist and a performing artist. But then she stepped back. We decided to have a family a few years ago. We both kind of pulled out of the music industry a little bit. And then about in 2019, 2020, I got going again and decided that I wanted to do it. And I started, I've been writing songs. I was always a songwriter, but this time I thought, well, I'll start into it as the primary artist this time. So that's how things kind of started for me, where it's my name up front this time, and yeah, things have just progressed from there.
Oh, okay, that's quite a story, and hopefully you'll have a bunch of years ahead of you. So I guess we'll see there again.
We hope so, yeah.
Well, what were some of the influences that you had growing up and helped motivate you to be the artist you are today?
Well, I used to get into my mom's record collection, and she had the Beatles, of course, Rolling Stones, and Jimi Hendrix. Those were all in her collection. And then she had some like Kenny Rogers and stuff, country, I guess, a little bit of that. And of course, I grew up in a rural part of Manitoba. So the radio stations there were quite a bit of country, that genre. So I had a mix. I had a little bit of the classic rock, or I guess oldie rock now we're talking about. And then I got into like Steve Earle and the Doors and those type of influences. And then of course, as I grew up, I got into quite a few of the rock bands that were in the 90s. The 90s rock had a real genre unto itself there. So I'm a bit of a blend of everything, of all those.
Wow, those are definitely legends right there. Because you mentioned the Beatles and the Stones and Jimi Hendrix, Kenny Rogers,
Yeah, I think everybody's listened to the Beatles and Rolling Stones. Is probably an influence for almost everyone.
Well, great bands anyway. Everybody out here might be watching the show and they might want to say to themselves, how do I get in touch with you? Like on social media, and where can I download your music or listen to your music? Tell everybody the info on that.
Sure. Well, the best place to start is just at my website, and my name is spelt with a K, so it's Kris, Anders.com. And I have all my social media there. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and just recently TikTok. So if you Google my name into any of those, Kris Anders Music is my Facebook profile, and I'm mostly active on there.
Okay. Are you on any of the streaming music sites like Apple and Amazon?
Yeah, so I've had two releases. I have a third actually coming out July 8th, which is this Friday. And it's they're all on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, all the major distribution streaming services. And of course, I put links up. They're on YouTube as well. I've created videos from two of the three, and there's just a lyric video for Shattered is up there right now, so you can find me on YouTube. You can also find me on my website. I've put everything there. All the videos are there. All the links to my social media are also there.
Okay, well, get out to your favorite streaming sites and check out the social media and his website too, and check out everything he has to offer. I know he would love it. I know you would too. And speaking just a moment ago, you mentioned Shattered. That's the name of the video we're going to actually be watching. Is there a story behind the song? Maybe it's self-explanatory, but tell us a little info on that.
Yeah, well, it's as a songwriter, I'm always collecting words and then making notes and kind of keeping a diary of certain things. And I always had this notion of using the word shattered in a song because it's such a powerful word. And so I used a bit of my own experience in life, what I was going through, going through a bit of a transitory time in my life. But I also used sometimes invent characters who are going through an incredibly difficult time. And so I combined the two concepts and I came up with the chorus shattered, shattered like you and shattered like me. And people are describing that. So it really permeates with people who maybe are going through a difficult time in their life where their whole life is shattered and they use that concept, that word really works for that song. So that song was my first one that was recorded, and it's been out on radio and over 100 radio stations, and it's done quite well on Spotify as well.
Okay. And we're going to play that for everybody in just a moment. Before we get into that, Kris, well, I thank you so much for coming on the show today. If you ever have anything new to plug for us, maybe we'll have you back on again.
Absolutely. I'd love to do it again. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. Here it is, Shattered by Kris Andrews, and it starts right now.
You so intimidating, and I can barely talk to you. I find it so frustrating. I'm so shattered, shattered by you. I'm so shattered. Critics talk all night about the ghosts of who they've been. Now there's no one left to fight. Invisible within your dream. I'm so shattered. Shattered.